I wasn't familiar with Heath Road, and at the end of Heath Road there is a stop sign, but the road keeps going. So I didn't see the stop sign. The last thing I have is I see a flash of white, and that's either from the airbag going off, or that's because white was the color of the other car.
On June 10th, Timmy and his older sister Anna were involved in a T-bone accident. It was a really horrific crash. Timmy was actually presumed dead when EMS arrived at the scene.
We see the worst of the worst here at Defies and in regards to trauma. And when he came in as a level 1 trauma, which is again a pretty dire thing. It's probably the highest level that we can get. If you can imagine just tearing off every single thing outside of the tendons and the nerves and blood vessels in his leg, that's what he did. All the soft tissue stuff was torn off. It was horrible. And for Anna, I can't even imagine, what was going through her head.
It was definitely really hard because it felt like it was my fault. And so having to see him there and being just non-responsive, it was the hardest thing. I didn't care that I was injured. I just felt bad that he was the one who got hurt.
At Helen DeVos, the neurology notes were classifying him as what we call grade 3 diffuse axonal brain injury. And that can be very serious where, it's kind of hard to determine where a patient will end up cognitively after an injury like that.
Timmy, go ahead. Can you kick the soccer ball for me? Can you show me how you kick the soccer ball?
One day he woke up kind of out of his coma. I remember his mom saying that he's a kid who is not going to stop until he gets what he wants. Are you ready for your close-up, Timmy?
From the moment he could talk again, he said, I'm going to run that race this October.
Timmy Fanco after horrific accident 4 months ago.
But that picture right there, that is incredible. I mean, he's actually running. His feet are off the ground and doing this, and it's remarkable.
He shouldn't even be alive today. Anna shouldn't be walking today. But God had other plans for them. And our kids have such an amazing testimony for the rest of their life.
I can see just how far he's come because when I saw him at the beginning, it was really hard. But now knowing that he's basically back to being like a 12-year-old boy, he gets to go back to being just a kid because that was kind of taken away from him for a while.